What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. Hope everybody's had an excellent week. Thank you to everybody for watching our videos and joining us on our streams. We definitely appreciate it. Getting all kinds of new callers, which is great. Jets Broncos on Sunday, which is really, really interesting, man. You have two teams that are looking to build off the performance last week. You have two teams that are desperate for a victory, and two teams that are probably saying, you know what, this is a very winnable game, right? So the Jets go into this game where you're starting to feel a little bit better about the offense with Zach Wilson, and you're going against a defense that statistically is one of the worst in the NFL. They're awful. In terms of points given up, yardage allowed, everything, every stat. Now you got to figure out, you got to also include that the Dolphins put 70 on them, right? And 500 something yards. So does that skew their stats, or are they just that bad? You saw the Bears do big things last week. So in terms of the Jets offense, you figure the offensive line, playing together for a third week in a row, that's a good thing. They're going to want to run the football. You got Breece Hall, and you got to get him more than 6 carries. Get him 15 carries. If you want to sprinkle in Dalvin Cook, that's fine. I prefer to see Michael Carter or Izzy, but you have a feeling that the Jets are going to be loyal to Cook and keep forcing him into the offense. But you got to see a lot of Breece, man. You have to. Also, get him the ball out of backfield, too. In terms of the passing game, you want to see the same approach as last week. If Denver tries to sell out to stop the run, let Zach run around, throw the ball downfield. Let him get in rhythm, spread it out. Last week, I think he hit, 10 different receivers? Do the same thing this week. Get Ruckert involved, get Gibson, maybe even Hardman, get Garrett Wilson out there, but throw the football around. Let the kid just feel good about things. You don't want to go from the offense last week where he looked so comfortable to handcuffing and stifling him again, So it's going to be interesting to see how they approach it. You had the whole Nathaniel Hackett versus Sean Payton thing where I don't think the Jets are going to go above and beyond. But you got to figure the players on offense are going to be rallying around their coach, and they're going to be extra motivated. I think they should be extra motivated, too, because they need this win desperately. On defense, the Jets got some issues, man. And DJ Reed is out. Brandon Eccles is out. So now you're figuring who is going to be the other corner. I'm guessing it's going to be Bryce Hall, and they'll keep Michael Carter second in the slot. But Salah's not going to show his hand. We'll find out on Sunday. But that's a rough because the Broncos offense, they're not really running the ball, but they're throwing the ball a ton, man, with success. Russell Wilson looks back to his old ways, running around, making plays, getting the ball downfield. They got 3 good receivers. You got Cortland Sutton. You got Jerry Jeudy. You got Marvin Mims Jr. So they're going to test this defense, man. So it's going to be paramount for the Jets front seven, primarily the front, to keep Russell Wilson, in the pocket and get him to the ground. So to me, I play a lot of Bryce Huff. I play a lot of Jermaine Johnson. If you want to have Will McDonald in there for his speed, Carl Lawson's just not showing you a lot right now. I guess he still has a back injury or coming back from it for whatever it is. I don't really care. But you got to get up to the pocket, collapse it. Then you look at the linebackers. Quincy Williams is having a Pro Bowl caliber year. You want to see him flying around because you want to get pressure on Russell Wilson because you don't want to get the secondary exposed where you have. I don't have a lot of faith in Bryce Hall, to be honest with you. So they're obviously going to attack that. And then you go from there. So this is an interesting game. I know the Jets are underdogs on the road, but I think they're the better team, to be honest with you. And that's, I guess, having some blind faith in Zach Wilson to assume that this offense, based on the last 4 weeks of the Broncos defense, is going to be able to move the ball and have success. So obviously you don't want to settle for field goals. You want to score touchdowns. But I guess I'm leaning towards the Jets this week, man. I think a loss here will be unacceptable. I know I did a video a couple days ago, but I don't really want to hear excuses. The Jets have a very good team that they've been talking all the talk, and they've been social media darlings. You got to win football games starting this Sunday. So for some reason, I think this may be a high-scoring game. I'm not a betting man. I know the spreads and stuff, but I'm going to say like 27-21 or 27-24 Jets. But I think it's going to be interesting, man. And I truly hope for the sake of all our mental health that Zach Wilson plays well and we can kind of silence all these critics and all these doubts and he starts to develop in the quarterback we all want him to be. Doesn't have to be a superstar, doesn't have to be a hero. Just run the offense, make 3 or 4 big plays, and be fine. The other thing you want to keep in mind is no stupid penalties. And the last thing, the most important thing I forgot to mention before, is you cannot start slow. The last thing you want to see is this defense starting slow where it's like, you're down 10-0, 7. Like, how about this? Get off the field. Like, your scripted plays on both sides of the ball have got to be better. Start out faster, start out more physical, and set your own tone. Like, it seems like Far too often, the Jets are always reacting to what's being done to them. Set your own tone. But either way, I think the Jets will win this game. I've been wrong many times before. But let me know what you think. Share your score predictions. I'll talk to you later.